basically it takes as long as it takes, basically. So what we can say is we run the whole year. So when one event's finished, we're straight onto another event to keep the whole thing in motion, basically. We have our meetings sort of like on a monthly basis, so we're going to start off with our meetings now September, so then we'll run right the way through till June, and then our next carnival July 2010. Basically we tend not to start booking stalls and things until January time, because from previous experience the stallholders etc. will come back to you if you go to them beforehand. They'll say, well, can I get Christmas out of the way first? So obviously we let them get Christmas out of the way, and then we go firing in hammer and tongs in January time for carnival stallholders.
Then there's 3 months before the event we have to organise what's called a multi-agency meeting, which is where we get the council and Parks and Countryside, licensing, anybody that would be involved in having sort of their part in the carnival proceedings. The police attend to discuss how we're going to organise things, and if everybody's happy, we then get awarded the licence for the day, and we can put the carnival on. If something's amiss, then we need to go back to the drawing board and change and do it how they want us to do it. So there's also the actual event, putting on the event, organising sort of the parade. There's also the sort of liaising with the police, highways with the road closures, and that's it really.
It is a very, very hard struggle actually. Obviously, I mean, we are in a recession at the moment, sadly to say, but we do as best, and as I say, for 2009 we was approximately £900 short from putting the carnival on, but due to the goodness of our up and coming new MP for West Leeds, Rachel Reeves, she's actually been speaking to the Leeds Community Foundation, and the Leeds Community Foundation phoned me up and says, is that Mr Napton? I said, speaking. He says, Leeds Community Foundation here, we've got some good news for you. We'd like to give you a grant towards the 2009 Bramley Carnival. So we filled all in the necessary application forms and everything, and I think all in all it was approved within 2 weeks, wasn't it?
Yes.
And we actually received the cheque.
Yeah. And this year's stall traders, although the beginning of the year was quite slow, towards the end of the year, sort of towards the end towards the carnival, we had an influx of people wanting stalls, and they had looked at our website, and they'd also heard from word of mouth from other stall holders saying that they had enjoyed it last year and that they would recommend Bramley Carnival. On the whole, obviously approaching local traders, a lot of big businesses have got their own local charities that they support, and however, we have had some really good dealings with a local plumbing company who provided some insulation for our stakes. We've had a wedding car hire company who provided the car for the Carnival Queens, and some local business supplies in Pudsey who supplied some timber for the signs that were put up on the park. So overall, yes, we do need a lot more support. However, we have had small amounts haven't we, this
That's
year?
it. It's building up slowly.
Yeah. That's a good one because we're a family event and we say no alcohol. And what's actually happening now is that any tombola stall that, you know, has a well, we didn't actually allow any alcoholic stalls, did we?
No.
No tombola stall was allowed any alcohol because we're a totally non-alcoholic event.
We are very, very particular with stalls as well. We do send a bit of a lengthy questionnaire out asking what they're actually going to be doing at the carnival, because at the end of the day it's our neck if somebody's doing something they shouldn't be doing, because the bullet's going to come firing back at us. We don't allow explicit materials or illicit goods at the carnival. Obviously everything's got to be bona fide and that we're all happy with, and we can all enjoy a good family day from it. Well, I'm not saying too much with that one. I mean, basically I will go as far as I can go. I mean, just to give you an example, one of the Pudsey Carnival organisers says to me, "How many more years have you got left in it, Terry? Are you winding down?" I says, "I'm not winding down at all, I'm just going to keep going and going till I drop," basically. Now, okay, people do have ill health and things at times, and basically you just try and look on the bright side. You put your bad things away and you just keep going, basically. Never give up is the motive.
Yeah.
I'd say there would have been probably 4,500, which is lower than last year. But I did notice from the parade point of view that the numbers had significantly declined. Why, we don't know. It could have been the weather, because the weather was a bit funny really. It could be to do with the recession and things, you know.
It also could be to do with the fact that a lot of the Bramley people remember the old carnival parades where they had floats and they had the notorious pram race where people were people would dress up and fancy dress and run down Bramley Town Street with prams and stop off at different pubs and go collecting, and then there was the Bramley Dash, Bramley Marathon, sort of half marathon.
That's right. Yes.
And unfortunately, due to health and safety regulations and also the European Union, things can't be as they were in the olden days. Unfortunately, I mean, how they survived, I will never know. But unfortunately, the powers that be have said we've got to stop doing it. So, you know, we've got to make sure so people understand that and, you know, keep going as much as we can.
What I can say is we do our best, despite people, you know, with the odd moan and groan. Why haven't we got the pram race anymore? Why haven't we got kids on the back of lorries and things? We've got to look positively in this day and age with health and safety regulations and that. So we do our best. That's all we can do.